Throughout my 3 decades of clinical practice, I've witnessed something most people never consider until it's too late. Two types of patients enter my clinic. Some walk in independently, others arrive supported by family members or wheelchairs. The difference between these two groups rarely comes down to pain. It's almost never about age, and luck has little to do with it. The difference is leg strength. After 60, your legs quietly lose power week after week, so gradually that you adapt without realizing it. Then small things happen. Pushing up from a sofa takes more effort. Stairs leave you winded. You pause before stepping off curbs. Your hand reaches for furniture you never needed before. Most people dismiss these as normal aging. They're not. These are early warning signs of sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle tissue and strength that accelerates with age. Research confirms adults beyond 60 can lose 3 to 5% of leg strength annually if those muscles aren't challenged. Weakness doesn't arrive in your 80s. It begins now. Here's where conventional wisdom fails you. You've heard the advice: walk more, stay active, get your steps in. Walking benefits your heart and mood, but walking alone cannot halt leg muscle deterioration. Research tracking adults between 60 and 80 found that daily walking failed to preserve lower body strength or power, the very qualities needed to prevent falls and stand unassisted. You can walk every day and still grow weaker. That's not your fault. That's incomplete guidance. Muscle doesn't respond to movement alone. It responds to resistance. The encouraging news is this decline can be reversed, and you don't need a gym. Today I'm sharing 5 seated exercises that strengthen the muscles responsible for standing, balance, and fall prevention. Simple movements, minimal risk, research supported. One exercise stands above the rest. Most people overlook it completely. I'll explain why at the end. Exercise number 5, seated knee straightening. This targets your quadriceps, the large muscle group on the front of your thigh. Quadriceps straighten your knee. They power you up from chairs. They stabilize you on stairs. They absorb shock when you misstep. When quadriceps weaken, confidence rising from chairs goes first. Stair control follows. Soon hands become necessary just to stand. Research found reduced quadriceps strength was among the strongest predictors of mobility disability in adults beyond 65. Here's the technique. Sit upright in a firm chair. Feet flat. Slowly extend one leg until your knee straightens completely. 2 seconds lifting. Pause briefly. 3 seconds lowering. That slow lowering phase is where muscle rebuilds. 8 to 10 repetitions per leg. 1 to 2 sets. Once daily. This strengthens knees without compressing the joint. No impact. No twisting. Direct improvement in your ability to stand and sit safely. Exercise number 4. Seated heel lifts. Your calf muscles function primarily as balance muscles. They control ankle stability. They correct your body when you sway. They're your first defense when you trip. Research found reduced calf strength significantly elevated fall risk in people beyond 70, regardless of overall fitness. You don't fall because weakness exists everywhere. You fall because one system fails to react quickly enough. Here's the technique. Sit upright. Feet flat, hip width apart. Raise both heels while keeping balls of feet grounded. Rise as high as comfortable. 2 seconds up, pause, 3 seconds down. 10 to 15 repetitions, 2 sets. As strength develops, progress to single leg raises. This enhances ankle stability without stressing knees or hips. Sharpens balance recovery and walking confidence. Exercise number 3, seated marching. This strengthens hip flexors, lower abdominal stabilizers, and deep pelvic muscles. These muscles determine how well your foot clears the ground when walking. They prevent shuffling. They reduce tripping. Research showed improving hip flexor strength significantly reduced walking instability in adults beyond 65. Here's the technique. Sit tall. Don't lean back. Lift one knee towards your chest slowly, only as high as you can control. Lower slowly. Alternate legs. 2 seconds up, 3 seconds down. 10 repetitions per side, 1 to 2 sets. If balance permits, remove hands from chair arms. Forces core and hips to stabilize together. This restores coordination between legs and trunk, improves walking fluidity, and step clearance. Exercise number 2, controlled sitting descent. Most people assume strength loss causes falls. That's only half true. Many falls happen from losing controlled deceleration, the ability to slow your body down safely. Research found older adults lacking controlled sitting strength were twice as likely to experience falls within 12 months. Every time you drop into chairs carelessly, your brain learns to avoid that movement. Eventually, you avoid standing and sitting altogether. That's how independence shrinks. Here's the technique. Sit at front edge of sturdy chair, feet flat, hip width apart, arms crossed over chest. Lean slightly forward. Begin standing just a few inches, then slowly lower yourself back down. The lowering is everything. 4 to 5 seconds, sitting back down. Slow, controlled, quiet. 6 to 8 repetitions, every other day. As strength develops, increase how high you rise, eventually progressing to complete sit to stand with controlled descent. This trains the exact muscle pattern required for daily living. Exercise number 1, seated leg press hold. This is the most overlooked exercise in senior health because it doesn't look like exercise. But neurologically, this ranks among the most powerful methods for preserving leg strength beyond 60. This trains isometric strength, the ability to generate force without movement. That's precisely what your body does when catching yourself from falling. Research demonstrated isometric leg training improved functional performance and reduced fall risk in adults beyond 70, even without dynamic movement. Here's the technique. Sit upright, feet flat, press both feet firmly into ground as though about to stand. But don't actually stand. Hold that force for 10 seconds. Breathe normally. Don't strain. Relax. Repeat 5 times, once daily. As this becomes easier, extend to 15 seconds. This teaches your nervous system to activate muscle fibers quickly. When you stumble, thinking time doesn't exist. Your legs must respond instantly. This exercise trains that automatic protective response, bringing everything together. Strength after 60 isn't built by doing more. It's built by doing what matters. 5 seated movements, each targeting different systems your legs need daily. Quadriceps that lift you from chairs, calves that steady you when swaying, hips that clear your feet walking, glutes and hamstrings controlling sitting and standing, and your nervous system's instant activation ability. No gym required, no equipment needed, no pushing through pain, just targeted resistance for minutes, a few days weekly. Clinical evidence confirms 2 to 3 brief weekly sessions of lower body resistance can slow muscle loss, improve balance, and preserve function into later decades. Progress requires consistency, not aggression. Small controlled movements, gradual progression, listening to your body. Tell us in the comments which exercise you'll begin first. Your experience helps others watching. Subscribe for more research-supported guidance on staying strong and independent as you age. Start today. Your legs will thank you.